your mind. What's left of today won't be left behind. Sees the sun on the horizon.
I always turn my mic off before I start streaming, and I gotta remember not to be a silly Billy and to not do it. You know what I mean? Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of the Transport Fever River Delta map. So last time we did a lot. I think today I want to start with something new because I've downloaded a very interesting mod, and I don't know how well it's gonna work, but the Winterway Railroad Company, we're watching our first train to Purgatory Flats rolling back to South Haven with some passengers on board. The first train to Purgatory Flats, no, that's not what I was saying. The Winterway, its employees are rather disgruntled that the only work is, southward and westward and such. So, there was a cry for, loud steam engine, more things, their families in Purgatory Flats and whatever, for there to be a railroad constructed out yonder way. Now, the Winterway Railroad Company has just been chartered in Winterway, and so they asked me to build it for them. But the thing is their designer, what have you, they asked me to build it in 7-foot broad gauge instead of 4-foot 8.5 inch. So this is going to be a little interesting because 7.5-foot broad gauge is gigantic. You can even see the space between the two tracks. So the thing is I know for a fact that this line is going to be short-lived, at least track-wise. So what we're going to do is we're going to use mixed gauge. Well, we kind of already screwed the pooch there. So we're just going to replace this track later and have some fun today using broad gauge track and broad gauge trains. So now last time I was worried about going through this hub with the passenger line, but I think it should be okay just so long as we... Wow, you can really see the difference there. Look at that. That's a woofer. Make sure No Name is connected to the street network. Okay, well, I don't care about No Name. Nobody knows who he is. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have this cut through the canyon, cut through this little plateau here, come around through here, and then go on to Winterway through the mountain. It's going to be a lot of tunnels, but, hey, Elon Musk, eat your heart out, am I right? Anyway, so we're going to pop this through here like so. Have this go straight on through. Connect up to our track. What's the damage? A lot? Surprisingly, no. Now, what do I know about broad gauge trains? Not much, other than the fact that they were not used for very long, and that 4-foot 8.5 inch gauge very quickly became the norm. And part of that is because people got real sick of having to offload goods at various different stations every time the train, went into a new town. And, you had, all sorts of different gauges. You had Irish gauge, you had British gauge, you had standard gauge, you had 3-foot. And the only ones that really are in use today, as far as I know, besides some, extremely far-reaching outliers, are 3-foot and 4-foot 8.5 inch. Every railroad you're probably gonna see is going to be one of those two, and to even see 3-foot gauge nowadays is pretty... Oh, we have all these new station buildings. We should definitely use those in the future. Also, you might notice the land looks slightly different. That's because, well, first of all, Winterway is covered in snow, as it should be. It's Merry Christmas Wonderland. You know, you can't go wrong. But I'm trying out a new mod that I'm not sure if I'm using it correctly or whatever, called Gloomy Autumn, which retextures all the grass and all the trees. But I think you need to spawn the game with it because it looks kind of deserty. But we'll play with it today, and you know, if it's and we'll do 1882 with it. But yeah. So there were a lot of broad gauge locomotives in this pack I ought to mention, but I don't know how many broad gauge wagons there are, so we might actually need to redo this, but we'll see. Okay. This is the beginnings of a new railway company. So this is, oh, and it's perfectly the right color. Winterway Railroad. Pax Main. We go all the way to the bottom. Click on stations to add. Winterway to Purgatory Flats. And this line, where the South Haven, I originally was thinking of having the South Haven terminate in Alston. I may still do that, actually, and have the Winterway, once we switch back to 4-foot, 8.5 inch, go Alston, Brighton, then there's going to be an interchange here, and it's going to commute over to Wide Plains, where it's going to interchange with the East Haven, and then, you know, Bushford, Willow Bend, Fadenridge, and Scornford, and that's going to be the Winterway's main route. And the South Haven is going to go straight past, no, it's going to go from Alston, Willow Bend, Fadenridge. So the Winterway is going to take a less direct route to get there. Anyway, we now need to make the Winterway locomotive works. So we have these new depots. But we're going to use mixed gauge because that's how we do. We're going to come in here. And put 2 down. And then, righty, so we're going to go back to track and we're going to use the mixed. So I guess their idea of narrow gauge, which to me is pretty funny, is 4-foot, 8.5 inches is narrow to them. But the thing about broad gauge trains is a lot of them were built really bizarrely. Like a lot of them are like, you know, your big wheeled like 222s and 422s. Because I keep forgetting we're like in that era still. Oh boy, this is gonna be it's a nasty looking junction. Yikers. Well, it'll work for our purposes. Actually, we don't need this. No. And then put a signal here. I'll put a signal here. I'll put a signal here. I don't know what's gonna go here yet. We'll probably do some decoration. But yeah, let's check out these wacky broad gauge engines. So we have the Gooch's that's a woofer of a name. Colossal locomotive, which is a 222. And we have the Iron Duke, which is a very famous engine called a 422 because 4 wheels in front, 2 drivers, 2 trailers. Then the Abbott 440, and then the Rover 422. Now, these engines are really fast. Like 97 kilometers for that era, and this one can go 129 kilometers, and it's powerful on top of that. But I would also like to check to see if we have... Okay, we do have broad gauge coaches. Nice. And they weigh 19 tons, so they're reasonably light. So we're going to use the... Yeah, we're going to use these big rover types for our experimentation. Now, the thing is I don't know if I actually have a classification for a 422 engine. So I'm actually going to have to check my locomotive classification list and see, like, what the rules are. Okay, so a Class B would be a 420. A Class A would be a 220. So I guess this would be... Okay, a Class E is a 10-wheeled engine, but this is a 8. So... yeah, I guess this will be a Class C 800 class engine. It's not where I expected this to come into play, but... Alright, how are we doing? There's not many grades on this route, so I think we can go with these guys. We'll do this. How much money do we have? We can afford about 2 engines, which is fine. We'll do these, and then this will be the Winterway Railroad number 800. This is the Winterway Railroad number 800. And we will put this on Winterway Railroad Pax Main. Let's take a gander at these beasts. So they definitely have the inside cylinder action going, so it just looks like the wheels are just spinning on the outside. They actually look really nice. The sound design is good. It's not ear-splittingly loud. Let me take a ride, just to start off. God, that track looks janky as all hell. That's, so here's a thing about track. Old railroad track in this era was often made of what was called strap rail. Now, strap rail is, basically a flat piece of rail on top of a wooden road bed. And what would happen with strap rail is it would curl up, and you could have what was called a snakehead, where the rail would just stick up in the air and the train would hit it, and because it's a steel rail, your entire day would get ruined because your train would essentially get cut in half by the piece of heavy steel sticking up in the air. And the wooden coaches of the day, forget about it. They just get cut like cake. So the passengers are probably like, what in the goddamn hell are we looking at right now? Yeah, so the thing about engines with 2 drive wheels, they do not go up hills. No, they don't, because their tractive effort is completely reliant on a single space about the size of a US quarter sitting on the track. And that's why engines with more drive wheels generally are more powerful, because you have more wheels on more driving axles. And so there's more adhesive weight on more space. So it's like, oh, I can get going. Speed is limited the more wheels you have, but... I mean, I think that's how it works. That's like the simplified version. So we're just coming through the Winterway passenger tunnel is what we'll call it. I need to get signs, excuse me, and post them around everywhere. There's the hub. That is going to be a massively busy place eventually. So, This is the second train to Purgatory Flats. You know, I kind of like the gloomy autumn when I'm riding through. It kind of gives me like some Midwest vibes. But it's just not doing it for me, so I think we're going to go back to beautiful green grasses next time. Yeah, check it out. We're already blowing by the speed of... Honestly, the thing about the broad gauge engines is they actually might get wasted on this line because they can go so much faster than everything else. It's like, why put them on this windy mountain route when you can put them on, you know, an express somewhere? All right, not a bad run. Checks out. You're gonna be around for a while until I get until the necessity arises that I must replace it. So anyway, now we have to do the same thing, but oh my lord, this is why I wanted to do the dual gauge track, because the South Haven or the Shoreport Canyon Valley run is going to also run this route. Does that make sense? You know, but that's going to be referred to as the Canyon Runner. So while the Winterway, you know what I should have done? And now I'm kicking myself. Should have put a town in there. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a confusing little conundrum, but because we're going to have two routes cannibalizing each other. But I figure the fast point-to-point route run by the Winterway Railroad will offset the ridiculousness of having another train doing the exact same thing. Okay, wait, can we do this? We can. Oh, yes. Okay, we can change this to mixed gauge going into the station. So we can have this... Take this off. Run this through. We can't because the locomotive works is in the way of the signal. Oh, but we can't cross over. Why? That would work in real life. Come on, please. Oh, because we're not using standy track. Okay, but different track types don't talk to each other. I gotta remember that. Oofers. Okay, which one is the Shoreport Canyon Valley? Okay, so it's gotta be this one, right? And then we gotta... Actually, can we do this? We can. Okay, perfect. So... Alright. Wow, back already. Look at that. Fastman. Okay. Can we do this? Yes, we can. So then you are gonna cross over, right? Right. No. What? Oh, famous last words. We need another one of these. Ah! I broke it. Okay. Now you cross over like so. Then you delete yourself. Then you come in. Cross over. Wow, this is not how I wanted to do things. delete this, because that was just the depot track. So we're gonna do boom, then boom. Then we can do boom. Oh, can we make it happen? Yeah, let's. Sure. Well, what's the top speed for this? Doesn't even say, or does it? I don't know. Oh, yes, it does. Too much curvature. That's fine. We'll do something awful. We'll make a tunnel junction. And wing this out here. There we go. No one's probably going to use that tunnel. Most likely. And then connect up, please. Yes! Okay. So, well, discounting this little error, it mostly worked. Let's see if we can get that looking better, though. Perfect. That's not exactly the same gauge, but it says it's 4.5 feet. So I'm gonna go with the canon of the world. No, the curve's too sharp. There we go. Oh, is it lumpy? It's lumpy. Slow and steady wins some things. But lumpy and bumpy usually leaves people disappointed. Smooth her out. Alright, it's a bit of a roller coaster, but you know what? Oh god, no, that's not a bit of a roller coaster. That's a lot of a roller coaster. And that's less of a roller coaster. Which is what we're after. Okay. And now with that, we signal. I didn't finish the track. We were doing what? Standard gauge for... Here's a good name for a railway company, the Absurd and Ridiculous Railway. Okay, Franz. Now the question is, do I want it to be the South Haven to Canyon Valley or the Shoreport? I think it's going to be the Shoreport to Canyon Valley, because then we get the... Well, so, okay, let me rethink a bit. Purgatory Flats, South Haven, Shoreport, West Haven, and back. But then Shoreport, Canyon Valley, Winterway, Purgatory Flats, and then Alston. And then South Haven, Winterway, direct to Brighton. No, that's speaking nonsense. Winterway, maybe, ooh, maybe to Havenland, question mark? And then the South Haven could interchange with the East Haven. Then circle back to Aldale. No. No, you're talking nonsense. Let's just do what we came here for. Shoreport, Canyon Valley. We'll do it as we go. Winterway. Why? Do it. No. Oh, that's why. Nope, that's also not right. Terminal 1 on the coming back, please. Right, you come in. You go through the tunnel. No breakages. Ah, there it is. It's always in a tunnel. But now it's time to add no depot found. Ah, I see. I see the problem here. Yeah, there's no way to get to Shoptown to this. Unless... Oof. More tunnel junctions. It's just what the doctor ordered. Okay, so now if we go into our vehicle manager and we type in 44, I actually missed 4408 and 4409. So, if we go into manage vehicles, this is going to be number 4409. Alright. Well, that's one of the things I wanted to do today. Already done, and it's only been 30 minutes. I don't really want to do much more with the Winterway Railroad right now. I also can't see my money counter because the steam engine is in the way. I also don't dare paint these engines turquoise, but that's going to be... After the broad gauge locomotives are sent home to the scrapyard in the sky, I'm going to paint the Winterway trains like this kind of turquoise color. And it's going to be nice. Oh, here's something I wanted to do. I want to get a planks train running up here, across the bridge, up to the hub. And I believe that means we are actually going to be connecting West Haven to everything today. Which is big scary because this is going to be a nightmare because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks. Right? At least. But then, now here's the kicker. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, who else? 4. Actually, I think Lachlan's good. Then 5, all the way the hell over here. Unless there's a tools factory closer, well, there is this one. There's not a planks factory closer, so... Yeah, basically this is going to be like a 10-track station. But we're going to start with 8. Then we're going to get out the smooth gun. Actually, no, we're going to get out the flattening tool. We're basically going to make these talk to each other on a deep level. That is a very steep hill, so we're going to flatten a little more. Do like a plateau. Still too steep, so let's... smoother. That kind of messed up our profits slightly, but we'll make it work. Okay, next up is the West Haven passenger station. So not only is this this is going to be the terminating point, the South Haven Railroad, on order of the town of West Haven and the River Delta government, can go no farther north than West Haven. It's a monopoly right now. It's ridiculous. They have so many trains, and some of them don't even do anything. Like this guy, he doesn't do anything. He just looks good. So yes, we have the South Haven Pax Main. I honestly don't want to overstress the Aldale commuter. So, you know what I'm thinking is maybe the Shoreport Canyon. I mean, it's already going to Shoreport. So instead of going on to Alston, I'll leave that for the South Haven Pax Main. And I'll have this one instead come to West Haven. So 2 tracks for South Haven. We're going to pause. No, we're not. And it just rebuilt it again. What the fuck are you doing? Come on. Don't do that. So 2 tracks for South Haven. We'll just do that. Right? That looks awful, but we'll fix it. With the flattening tool. We'll delete this. Flatten out, please. Gonna need... Oh! Uh-oh. That was a bad one. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of you. Blow all our money on a stupid mountain that we didn't even want to make. Ooh, shoot. Oh well, we'll make some of it back, I suppose. Okay, but then... Okay, here's the big, It's on the wrong side. It's supposed to be on this side, and there's a reason for that. Because there's going to be 1,000,004 trains going through the freight hub. Like, I'm not kidding. There are going to be so many trains going through this hub that 8 tracks won't be enough to support it. So, we need 2 here. Then we need... the East Haven coming up from Deep Castle also terminates here. The West Haven Railroad's passenger line that goes down this way is going to terminate here. And I'm pretty sure the only railroad so far that I know of that doesn't come here, that exists currently, is the Winterway. But also the East Haven... No. So it's... Oh, no, it's just 4 tracks. Okay, so actually delete this. Give me my money back. And we put in 4 tracks. Right? Right. Then... standard gauge, please. Cross over here. When I did this map years ago in Transport Fever 1, I did not have the knowledge of the game I do now. And oh my god, this whole area that we're about to work on was horrific. I can't even describe it. It was so poorly built. This, I can already tell, as I said last time, is going to be a problem because these coal trains, though they're 20 cars long now, these 20 cars are going to get bigger, and eventually I'm worried that it's not going to fit in the junction. So let's actually just do a little metric test here. And watch her go by. Who doesn't like watching a train go by? Okay, it fits with some headroom for now. Basically, what I want to do is I want to eliminate the pushers on this line and just have one engine that's strong enough to pull 20 cars that are heavier than that, if that makes sense. Okay. So, here's the other thing. Planks are coming from all the way over there. They're also coming from down here. And these planks... Oh, yikers. Okay. Well... Oh, I didn't expect to be doing this today, actually. So, we're going to set up the beginnings of the Eastern Gate Railroad, which I think is going to be a conglomeration of different lines. Ooh, spicy. So we drag this out here. This is looking all too familiar to me now. So this is going to be South Haven planks in, out. You know what I eventually ended up having to do was have this all be a giant one-way that looped back around, came back around this way, and we'll see how we'll see, since we're just starting it, we'll see how we do. Alright, we need to not have this be like that, because then does that look atrocious? Yes. If it would derail a real train, it doesn't belong on here. So, continue at a straight angle for now. Or, does that work? No, it does not. That's straight. Why is it doing that? Okay, you know what? Not gonna worry about it. So now we need to get you... This is wrong. This isn't where that's supposed to be. This isn't where that's supposed to be. Planks goes here. Where it was before. Logs goes here where it was before. Why did I do that last episode? Not gonna say, because that would reveal too much. Okay, now we need 2 platforms, please. Oh, is this gonna fit? No, it's not gonna fit. No. Okay, gotta make it smaller. Put you... here. No, here we go. Alright, it's not going to be accurate to how I did it before, but nobody knows how I did it before, so literally nobody cares, so that's fine with me. Then we're going around here like so, and then up the frickin' cliffside, but no tunnels. Bridges? Sure. But no tunnels if we can avoid it, please. Oh, yeah. Honey, that don't work if a dang dog do. That's... yeah. If we're gonna be climbing up this steep an angle, what we need to do is start the grade a sentence earlier, and then, if we can, because that's cheaper, yes please. Then doink it here. And then, if you would, not do a tunnel. We'll deal with that bridge. But, okay. Now, the raw industries produce ridiculous quantities of cargo, so we're going to have some pretty beefy logging trains working their ways up this mountain. And we're not going to use the narrow gauge because as much as I like our narrow gauge friends, the current wagons we have and the current locomotives are just not able to do what we need them to do at this stage in the game. Like, maybe if we had the, they're later, like, around, like, 1916, there's a 210-2 narrow gauge engine that comes out. But, oh, but that's gonna be lumpy. Ah, that's a little lumpy. So we'll just backtrack this a little bit. How's that? Lumpy? It's close enough for jazz. Alright, let's do that. And that. Okay. Planks to factory. Done. That is going to be known as the... What are we gonna call that? I don't know. And then it's gonna be something like something logging company. What is this called? West Haven Sawmill. I don't like that. Let's look up Sawmill name generator in Google. Oh my god, it actually exists. Lumberyard business name generator. Generate. Oh no, that's like a... I don't think I want that. Okay, we're gonna call this the West Union Lumber Company. Then the West Union Lumber. And now, we will connect this up to the logging company. So this is the Deep Castle Forest #2, which is perfect. Why is it perfect? You're asking me so many questions. See, I wish someone would make a mod of actual like logging trains, because logging locomotives are really cool. Like Shays and Heislers and Climax engines, they're all like geared engines, so they don't, you know, look like your traditional steam locomotives, but weirdly look more like what people think a steam locomotive looks like than like actual like piston-driven steam engines or whatever, or cylinder, whatever. Yes. Okay, so, wow, I can't believe we already made it this far. Decorating time. So I got a lot of new decorations. You guys are in for a treat. First off, let's set up our buildings. So we need an industry, factory and sawmill. Saw 1. Big industry. No height adjustment, please. Big industry. Yay. Big shed. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, good idea, too. So we're gonna do... Yonder doinkus, right? And then... Oh, please let this work. Please. No! No, you're a badman. You're not even touching the ground. Silly goose. Maybe I could actually disable collisions. Can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Look at that. And then... Go into terrain tools. Smooth. Oh, no. No, no, no. Wrong tool. Flatten, please. Then. Hell yeah. We lay the track down. Hey, it's Mr. Bear. We haven't seen him since 2 episodes ago. I made him a little song and everything. Okay, what's this? What do we got here? What's Saw 4? I heard they stopped getting good after Saw 3. Something's wrong with this asset. I don't like that. Yeah, that's bad. I don't like it. Well, we might need some coal stuff because this is the steam era. And coal is king right now. No, we want collision off, please. Boom. Coal. Not that big. How's that look? Oh. Chris with the decorations. Oh, and now we got a little, Oh, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. A set of steam traction engines by Plain Simple. Nice. I wish there were, like, even narrower roads, you know what I mean? I'll just do... Can we do this? Yeah. No, we don't want any of that. We don't want trash. Actually, yeah, let's put some trash. A kiosk. How about a fountain? Yeah, look at that. Gotta have some pleasantries. It can't all suck. Yeah, we're gonna need a coaling stage there. Coaling stage there. No, that's too many. Then, figure I might as well decorate while, oh god, what did I just do? I've never clicked that before. Oh, please. Please don't crash. Oh god. It's gonna crash. I can't use this mod. There's too many mods. Oh my god. Vehicle Asset Builder does not work when you have 500 mods. Keep that in note. I don't know when the last time I autosaved was. I don't want to have to redo this again, please. Oh, yes! What in the goddamn hell is this? It's like a spaceship. Oh, new engines! Hooray! Oh, this has just like every single train that I've downloaded in here. Oh my goddamn wow. Yeah, there's a lot of yeah, I mean, we're gonna see a lot of stuff, you know. How about we don't use that, and instead, we use normal people assets. We just unlocked this engine, so we might as well put it in here. What's the bear doing in the shed? What's he doing? Wow, this shed really is just, like, gigantic. And we'll, they don't usually put freight cars in the shed, but... You know, before, like, 1890, there weren't rules. It was, can you get the train there? Yeah. Well, what if I crash? Well, that's your problem, man. Don't waste time on the company dime. Then we'll have an actually functioning depot. It brings us... No, we need two of them because I didn't make proper switcheroonies, so let's go a little next to you. And then... Oh, is this going to be lumpy or is it going to be good? No, please. Please don't be lumpy. Alright. We'll unlump and then we'll... There we go. No more lumpy. Whew, exciting. Time to make... Oh, nope. Don't buy the trains before you've made the line. 1, 2... Okay, so this is going to be the West Union Lumber Co. Walco. That, okay, perfect. Logging. Wool. New line. This is going to be the Walco. Lumber. West Haven. And it's not doing the cooperative thing because I didn't signal the track, so... Alright, signaled up. I'm ready to fly. Except for the fact that I connected this wrong, right? Yes. Yeah, Walco logging be in Terminal 2. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, as I said, there's not many trains that look like they'd actually run on a logging circuit, but we do have the Adams radial tank, which is one of my favorite British engines, and it's very flexible, so we'll use this on the sharp turns of our logging line. We need 7 capacity, so, or more if we have it, but we don't, so flat car with side stakes it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. How good can we do? 91, 98. Yeah. We'll paint the whole thing gray. Get 2 of them. Oh, by 2, please. What happens if we paint them gray? Yes, okay. So, this is our first Class E locomotive, a 442 wheel arrangement. So, this is going to be Walco. I'm just going to do it like this. Number 4200. That is the number classification for the 442 wheel arrangement. Walco, number 4201. And set on Walco logging. Now, by 2 more. No, 1 more. Walco, number 4202. And Walco lumber. No. No, I bungled it. Where is it? Get sold, as the good colonel says. Then steam. How will this do getting up the hill is the question, so we might need 2. And then 91. 98. 105? Yeah. And I didn't do this with the others, but I'll do it with this one. Walco, number 4202, 4203. Because there's 2 engines, so name it correctly. Walco lumber, please. And away we go. Now, now we do the fun part. Now we need the trees. Because what is a lumber mill without being in the forest? It's absurd. Trees in the Ocean. It's my favorite Pearl Jam song. Oh, does that get clippy? No, it just misses it. Oh my lord. Oh, whoa. Big dam. Oh, damn. Are the logs working? Yeah, they're working. Beautiful new engines. No way! It actually numbers it! That's cool. Oh my god, wait, are they all numbered like that? Okay, no, so this one, they're both numbered 4202. Right? Yeah. Well, I wonder what happens if I do that. No. Oh well. It'll be 4202 and 4203 in spirit. But that is really awesome that it does that. That's a really cool mod mechanic. What do we need to put here? We need to put something. More trees? I don't know. Let's try, not that many. Let's put something like that. We'll do this. Connect it right up here. Where's it going? I don't know. Sure. Why not? That doesn't look that great, but... Alright, cool. Chris, you're overforesting. No such thing. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Got a little complex here. Bing. Because we're definitely going to add, like, more than one train. So what we want to do is for now... Yeesh, I'm getting nervous already, but for now we want this crossover. Okay, new line. We don't have it set up yet. All the way back to the South Haven Sawmill, which has a total of 392 logs stored thanks to the efforts of our wonderful narrow gauge numbers. We can't replace them all, so what I think we're gonna do is just have one planks train running back and forth, waiting until full at each time, and have it bring, like, I don't know, maybe 90 or 100 planks per trip. So what happens if we do this, and then do that? Then we blast through the mountain. Cut under, go over. Hook up here. And then straight on through. Okay. We also have to hook up the food line to West Haven as well, so... Ooh, oh my lord. Okay, no, no, no. Down. Or straight, whichever. Now down. Now flat. And across. Too steep. I keep forgetting that, like, this mountain is, like, gigantic, and it, yeah, why don't we have this follow along here for a little bit? And it breaks off. Just as I said, under, then over, then boom. Nice. Ooh, but I bungled it. Oh, it's lumpy. Or it's not lumpy, it's clippy, which is even worse. So this planks train, I don't even really need to be making this a double track right now. But, we're not going to see a whole lot of it. It's going to be kind of behind the scenes, just like working, yeah. No need to spend money on track that is only going to be used in... Good thing we're right next to Shoptown, hey. Oh, wrong track. Can't do that. So, wait, we gotta come all the way over here. Can't do it. Then it's gotta cross under. No way, this can go over if I bridge it. Or if I go straight across. What's the shallowest bridge I can make? Okay, cool. No way that's gonna make it. So... Ugh, why can't this just be like real life where... Actually, instead of making all this nonsense... Nothing is being used here, so... Temporary depot track. Welcome to Shoptown. How can I help you? Yes, can we recolor this? Yes, we can. No. Oh, wait, we already have a red one. Yeah, one, please. Oh, there's broad gauge freight wagons, too. Oh, don't tempt me. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll get one. Then, vehicle manager. 44. What's the highest number? It appears to be 14. So this is going to be number... South Haven Railroad, number 4415. Boom. Boom. What just happened? Why did it freeze? Gonna give it a second. Did it like it or did it not like it? I'm confused. Hang on. So you come in here. And you cut under, right? And then you come up here. Oh, I see what the problem is. There we go. Now this is a beefy 440 from the Midland Railroad, from Scotland, which I believe. Well, yeah. Why don't we give it a ride? Makes a really bizarre sound. Well, the production's going up. Yeah, okay, now I'm starting to see the autumn features. That's pretty cool. Just gonna mute my mic for a bit and eat some potatoes. Sorry, I forgot to stop the date.
Alright, potatoes have been eaten.
Yeah, we get a nice side by side with the wheat line for a little bit. Doesn't struggle too bad on these hills. I feel like these engines are more suited for passenger use than freight, but they're fast and they got some grunt, so right now if I see 400 kilonewtons, that's good in this era. Oh, we're sharing, seeing some passenger traffic. There's the Shoreport food train. So I think that's going to be next. I think I'm going to set up the Shoreport or the West Haven food and passenger service. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh boy, that's another complicated thing. Is there's also goods coming into West Haven that I need to factor in that don't have to do with the hub. So. But yeah, the bridge is seeing some traction. Or traffic. Mostly to be used by the South Haven Railroad, but there will be a couple Winterway and maybe even some East Haven Railroad trains that traverse over it. This area of the map is definitely going to be the busiest because of the hubs and all the through traffic and everything, but we'll figure it out. Like, the more money we make, the more adventurous we can be with our builds. As a general rule, what I'm gonna do is each train has a lifespan of 25 years. Because why replace things that aren't broken, right? Unless something comes out that completely blows it out of the water, I'm gonna try to keep it as long as possible. So we see like a slow, gradual transition between the eras. I'm gonna call this Era 1. You know, until we start seeing like, you know, heavier steam engines, more complex wheel arrangements, that sort of thing. I mean, in 064, like, the Austrians were definitely ahead of their time with that one. I mean, if you think about it, they had to go over Gotthard Pass and all that stuff, like... I'm glad right now that this freight engine kind of matches speed with our passenger engines reasonably well, because that will help with traffic problems on the bridge. Oh wow, there's the town of West Haven down in the valley there. That's so beautiful. I love it. Ooh, the mountains in the distance. Yeah, you know, we might keep the autumn mod on for a couple episodes. I want to see if there's any, like, shader packs or anything that I could get. That's really what I think this game needs, is some beautification. Oh, wow. We're intersecting with the logging train, and the lumber train. Slightly lumpy junction. We'll fix that in a moment. No, we won't. Who am I kidding? It's not that egregious. Alright, we're basically there. So, first thing I want to do is duplicate this so the frequency stays high. South Haven Railroad number 4416. Now, let's jump to it and see, are there any planks waiting? Yes! Wow, thanks, narrow gauge engines. You're doing such a good job. And what we'll do is we will set this line so at the South Haven Sawmill, wait till full. And I'm gonna do this now because I know something's gonna go wrong. Don't load logs. Here, load nothing. Because sometimes the trains like to carry goods in two directions when they're not supposed to. See, it's already doing it. It's already saying, hey, bring logs to Sawmill. That does generate more profit, but it also wastes production in the industry, so we're not gonna do it today. Okay. So now, we need, what do we need to do? Let's do the passengers first. Pax Main, please. Shoreport branch. Please go to West Haven. Shoreport again. But we need to do a crossover, I believe. No, we already have a crossover. So this is going to be a one-way. Then we need some... we need some of these. Yes. It's going to be a one-way. Why? Why? Why won't you? Oh, I see. Please come into Shoreport on track 1. Now it won't go to South Haven. Why? Because it's all broken, that's why. South Haven. Coming back from Shoreport. Be on track 2. No, that was the wrong one. Track 3 going that way. Track 2, right. So then, come up here. Nothing changes. Come across the bridge. Go through the tunnel. Straight. Yep, what? Okay. South Haven, please do this. Oh. It was just confused. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stops, so we're going to add a new train. Let's spice it up. We have enough of these. Enough of these Virginian truckies. You see, he's ringing the bell. He knows it's time. We're going to add an engine that I've wanted to add for a minute. This one. Class A1. I'm gonna put on, how does this do? Compared to that. What was it? 36? No, it's the same. Okay. There, it's like 1 ton difference. And then we'll do 1. We'll rename you to South Haven Railroad number 4418, maybe? We'll check that in a minute. But we're going to duplicate it. South Haven Railroad number 4419. And you are going on the PAX main. Any day now. And then now we need to come over to Shoreport again. PAXCom, Shoreport, Canyon Valley. Shoreport branch, Shoreport, Signal 9. Okay, so you're not going to do that yet. Then you're going to come to West Haven too. And then you're going to go Shoreport branch, and you're confused. Why? Go backwards. But we need to make sure that everything's working. Okay. Now, there we go. Yeah, look at this thing go. The smoke is a little funky, but it's finished, so we'll let it slide. Oh, we have more viewers. Yay. No, the smoke is pissing me off. Sorry, can't do it. We'll use these instead. Then you, same deal. We'll use our new engine types. Alright, time to maintain some vehicles real quick. Anything with normal. Not just 44, okay. The broad gauge engines, very high. The New Atlantics, very high. Wilco, very high. Eventually, Wilco will be bought by the East Haven Railroad, but the East Haven Railroad doesn't exist yet, so we don't need to worry about it. And you, apparently, are an extra. Yeah, they really do, Merton Esper. Like, there's some occasional graphical glitches, but, you know. When it's that good, you know, nobody's counting. We'll delete this because we don't need it. Now my question is, can we run the narrow gauge track, not that narrow gauge track, through that? No, we can't. So we'll break this for now. I'm actually going to figure out how to fix this, because we do need this spur in case we want to add more lumber trains to our... And if it can't tunnel under... Which it can tunnel under, okay, but not like that. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to come up here, and then we're going to bag this on here. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, now we got some new passenger trains. Oh yeah. Slowly but surely, we are becoming a real enterprise. How's our freight tram doing? It's making some money. Oh my god, what was I doing before this? The food. Food. The most important thing of the year. The most important meal of the year. So this comes up and it can go through. Okay, so. I don't know if I did this yet. Oh, we don't have a freight station to bring it to. That's right. So now, we're gonna demolish some people's houses because that's what we do. We're gonna put a freight station. No, get out of the way! Okay, you know what? We'll just do it over here then. Boom. This will serve for now. Also, welcome to the show, Martin. It's always a pleasure to see a new viewer. We deal in the absurd on this channel sometimes, so if you're okay with that, then you will enjoy the show. Then this signal can protect our... What is going on here? Who are you waiting for? You're trying to go that way. There's a passenger train in the way. No, you shouldn't be on that track. You should be... You should be over here. Same issue, I suppose, but, yeah. A lot of these trains are mods, too, so a shout out to the incredibly talented fans of this game who made this and made all of this stuff available for us, even like this little caboose. Like, your efforts are greatly appreciated. It adds so much to the game. And thanks to Urban Games for making this generic stuff as well. But yes, anyway, food. Food for West Haven. Angry skeleton noises, as they say. Wow, that was easy. Nice. Okay. So, this line is not as long as our giant, thing. But, you know, no, it's still gotta be South Haven, because it's operating out of South Haven. So, we're going to go back to Shoptown, our favorite place, because I made this fun little locomotive factory here. Oh, yeah, the trains... I started this one in 1850 because I don't like like, all of these, except for the broad gauge engines, because they're hilarious, but, yeah, I mean... What does this do? This looks good. This is actually more powerful. It's a little slower, so... with outside cylinders and smaller wheels... And Nippy Freight Services. Look at that. We found our guy for this. We're going to use these. Get like 63 capacity. How fast can you go? 43. That's not so bad. You're not going to be going over too many mountains. So we'll pop a caboose on there. Get 2 of them. Alright. South Haven Railroad number 4420. We made it. 24 4-0s on the line. South Haven Railroad number 4421. And on you go to line 2, which we will now name South Haven Railroad, Food, West Haven. I feel like we already did that, but... Ah, that looks awful. there isn't a darker red. Well, somebody was using the spray paint on this Caledonian, that's for sure. There's gotta be. How's that? Still too bright. A lot of the problems I have with these colors is just like they don't quite... Passable. We'll take it. You know what? Actually, what can you do? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do dark gray. Then... Boom. Yeah, I also, I play this game reasonably different. Where are you going? Oh, I guess I accidentally made a shortcut to, wow, the planks. I did not expect that to happen. Okay, so these little narrow gauge guys are demolishing the logging service, apparently, because they're rolling in enough logs to actually supply a reasonable amount of planks to the West Haven, no logs. No logs, please. West Union Lumber, also the typo. West Union Lumber, no logs. Wow, look at that. This thing is going to make bank. Oh, I'm so excited. Check it out. Let's see how much we make. Yeah, I play this game very differently from anyone who I've ever seen play this game before. I pick a bunch of towns, name a railroad after them, color code the railroad, and then let's see, come on. Oh! Okay, 2 million a pop for planks. You, sir, have done a good job. So for example, like, there's the South Haven Railroad, which operates, like, pretty much in this entire area. Then there's gonna be the West Haven Railroad operating in this part, separated by the river. That's gonna be the dividing point. Then the East Haven Railroad, and then this mountain range, and Purgatory to Purgatory Flats is gonna divide the South Haven from the Winterway Railroad, which I made a snowy Christmas wonderland for all the kids to enjoy. And broad gauge railroads for all the railroad fans to laugh about. But, yes, so, alright, West Haven Food is set up. Oh, what next? Plastic? Or do we want to decorate this? This is, like, pretty, this looks pretty, factorial already, I'd say. I also started doing some decorating, which I've never done in a playthrough before, so we're gonna put the Holy Church of the steam locomotive here in the center of town. Then the houses are gonna clip through it, and that's not gonna be fun. Holy Church of the Steam Locomotive. Very fitting. Yeah, the buses aren't doing so hot, but when are they ever? Yeah, it's a lot of custom building on this map. Like, for example, our steel mill, which, oh, that's what I forgot we have to do now. is steel. So we actually have a coal train coming in here. And now... Now we need to configure... Nope, those are narrow gauge tracks. So many narrow gauge tracks. And they're all different gauges. So they don't even fit together. And I don't know which trains go on which one. Some of them are 850 millimeters, some of them are 750, some of them are 760, and I can literally not tell the difference until I do, and then I'm like, ah! Okay. If you would be so kind as to come around this way, connect for the switch. And then come out yonder so. That should be long enough, and then we'll bonk that in there. Boom, boom. And now, oh, I got a text. I gotta mute my phone. Who's texting me? I don't care about that. Oh, it's a package. All right, cool. I'll get that. I'll do that later. I'm streaming, Mom. Okay, now, new line. Shortport East to the West Haven hub. But we need to connect a third track. So before we do anything, we're gonna do this. Because this is where things get complicated because, well, you'll see. Maybe 20 to 30 episodes from now, everything here is going to fall apart. But we're going to do our best right now. If anybody has any questions and comments, I am open to them for the most part. Unless you're like, that train doesn't belong with those carriages, then I'm not going to pay attention, because that, I don't care. But, if, like, I had a guy the other day who was like, oh, well, actually, this is how a steel mill looks, and that was actually helpful, except I had no idea what he was talking about, so I couldn't accurately, say or give him what he required from me. Okay, so signal there, signal there, signal there, please. And then, yeah, now we actually need to name the line. South Haven Railroad, Steel, West Haven. Yes. I just color it maroon. Eventually I'm going to color all the lines that are the correct lines, the correct color. Ooh, will this be a double slip? Yes, but it's gross. But no, we don't need to do that. We'll do it the correct way. Wow, it's actually happening. We're actually making a steel line. 2 of these. Then we're going to need a lot of these because there's a lot of iron ore. So 112, and we'll have 4. So 112 times 4 is 4 times 112. Alright, now we go into our little database and we type in 28. How many of these do we have? 2818. So this is going to be 19 through 21. South Haven Railroad number 2819. South Haven Railroad number 2820. Oh, shoot. It's times 4 / 2822, and I messed it up. So this is going to be 2821. And then South Haven Railroad number 2823, 2824, and then 2825, 2826. And then we need something railroad, steel, West Haven. Does this line work? That's my question. Yeah, it comes in here, does the loop around like it's supposed to. Crosses over there, which is a little weird. Well, here's my question. What happens if I do that? Okay, then it does what I thought it was gonna do, which is good. And just like that, we have so much steel being produced. And now we don't need to worry about money anymore. Hooray! What's a good angle? I like this angle a lot. It's a little barren, but you get your steel mill in the distance. Oh, I forgot. Boom. We'll have these for another 25 years or so. Oh, also, I forgot a very important thing, and that's... Oh, wow, that's not configurable. That's kind of annoying. I'm never using that station again. Not bus. Truck. Tram tracks. Yes, platforms left. 1. Oh. Why is it a triangle? Come on. Okay. That's a weird game glitch. That happens on occasion. Will it happen if I put it in here? No. Good. But now the street's all messed up. But okay, now we need to put a truck stop by a tram with 2 boxcars. Just by 1. A new line. 1, 2. Nope. There we go. Shoreport, food, tram. Oh, this is gonna look awful, but... Ugh, no, that's not the color. I need tan. That looks worse. Gray. Ah, one of our, newer food trains is returning. At a rapidly brisk pace, I might add. Pretty much every line is working except the Shoreport line, and it's because we don't have a cargo building. Just build a big warehouse on the end here. These can be purple. These can be rose red. That way we know they're passenger trams because they're colored like the line. Okay, now... Wow, we could even run... No, this is a terminus. Boopy. Okay, so this is no longer this. This is the Aldel Steel. And yeah, see, 139 steel already waiting. We're not gonna run out anytime soon. We could even start producing goods. The thing is nothing over here requires goods except for Winterway and Purgatory Flats, but that's just a lot. I want to stick with the network that we have. So we could extend the line to Goldenbrook and bring food farther north, breaking the rules just a little bit with the South Haven Railroad. Yeah, why don't we do it? But the passenger route that's going to go through here is going to be the West Haven Railroad. So I guess this is where the West Haven begins. Surprise, surprise. We're doing it. Think before you do. Yeah, oil can come in. We could share the passenger station with the freight tracks, because I don't think anything else is going in there. Oh, we have a 5th viewer, and it's a bot. Great. Unless it's not, and I just need to refresh my page. Nope. So this is going to be the West Haven's, ooh, come on, Chris, pay attention. The West Haven's passenger line. For now, we'll put one of these in. They're always useful. Something always needs one. And then this is the big, then we need tracks. Standard. Platforms. Freight platform. Nope, that's wrong. And big building. No, it won't fit. Dumb. Not even the little one. Get out of here, road. Hey, road, you're shitty. I know. Alright. Then we put in... Let's put this in preemptively. Preemptive truck stop is always a good idea. No, I already don't like how this is going. Okay, then this will be the food line. We'll have to use the speedy trains for this, for the freight, because this is going to be very passenger heavy. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that one out, but I don't even know if there's anything that's going to be going in that way, but doesn't hurt to... I know something's coming out. It's going to be the freight line, but... No, actually, that's fine. Okay, but then here... I would very much like it if you did not go through the middle of the passenger station. Right now, that's fine, but I know later it's not going to be, so I'm just going to have you do a little dip around like this. Up. And then across. Let's use a different bridge. Yeah. Then, boom. Then yoink. Then that. And then we'll go back. Now, we should be able to... No, we need a new... There's going to be a million trains all coming in that same spot. So we're going to do... We're going to make a new platform. Yeah, no matter which way you slice it, you're moving a signal, so might as well. Alright. Oh, I already had a line. Okay. New line. Oh, shit. I mean, I meant to say, click stations to add. South Haven Railroad, Sustenance Company, and... Golden Brook, right? Right. Come down here. And then, yes, it took the diverging path. Nice. South Haven Railroad. Food. Golden Brook. Shoptown. Shoptown. Favorite place to be. Okay. Big Reds or Fast Blues? Why don't we go with the Big Red for this? It's up to the task then. 8 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, and 25 sacks of men. What number are we even at? Alright. 44, please. Let's see. We're at 4420, I believe. 21. Yeah, so this is what I thought is South Haven Railroad number 4422. South Haven Railroad number 4423. But now, West Haven Locomotive Works must be constructed. now we'll do a depot. We'll decorate the locomotive shop in a moment. West Haven Railroad, Pax, Maine. It's gonna be blue. Easy choice. Whew. Wow, this thing actually blows the other engines out of the water. Surprising. Let's do 2. West Haven Railroad number 4424. 4425. Unable to find what? Oh, Building 48th is doing good, Nick. It's good to see ya. I'm currently having some trouble with lines, and I don't know why. We've just begun the West Haven Railroad, the newest line on. All right, test. On the thing. Unable to find. That's horse shit. What do you mean you can't? Okay, you come out. You go on here. You go over here. And you come down. I literally don't understand. Sell. Let's try it over here. And yes, I am going to build a giant engine factory for every one of the railroads that I come across, but right now I'm just trying to get this to function. Wow. It was being so finicky, it wanted me to send it to, West Haven first, and it was like, I can't go to Goldenbrook first, because that's not the way it is. But yeah. Now we have blue trains. Let's give them a darker shade. Oh, God, I've ruined it. How about this? Not a fan. Not so much. What about this, though? We can do this. And then Yeah, I want to avoid the Thomas the Tank Engine kind of look, you know? And with British trains, it's way too easy to go into that territory. Okay, so the West Haven is officially hooked up to the main line. Let's pay off our loan. We haven't done that yet. We don't need it anymore. The steel mill is actually functioning, I should say. It's producing more than we can transport right now because we have so much iron ore coming in. I figured you'd like that. Alright, I won't hate on Thomas. I'll keep it to myself, but... yeah, we have quite a few new additions to our fleet. Shoreport is now a hub of activity. We also created a new logging railroad. I made a little logging facility. Well, the year is now 1882 for this episode. We have these Midland Scotland, or the Midland Railroad 440s. I don't know what this is coming over. I think this is that train that I just replaced, which looks good in its default color and gray and nothing else. We're up to 25 440s on the line, 26 280s, and yeah, things are looking good. I don't think today's gonna be a huge decorating day. I kind of did that there. Oh, also, I think you'll get a kick out of this. I did some snow for Winterway. And let's see, so notice anything different about this track compared to this track? I do. This is 7 feet wide. And the reason is because we have ridiculous giant trains now running on the Winterway Railroad. The steel factory is on fire in the best of ways. It is functioning very well. Look at all this steel getting ready to be shipped off. Here comes the steel train now. Let's have a watch. Just enjoying some train spotting for a moment. Oh, and the sounds decided to not work. But that's okay. Some iron ore coming in on the other end. So many trains. Wow. Yeah, 50,000 liters. That's a lot of liters. Let's see what I could do here. So, I could Well, so the Winterway tracks are on this side, but what I could do is I could extend them out here, have them bridge over, come around here. We'll make another little town by this quarry across the lake, or across the river, and then have it come in and terminate at the steel mill, so the Canyon Valley and Winterway folks can work at the steel mill. Let's do that. Boom. But Chris, you're gonna just have to rip up all the broad gauge tracks in 1894. No, I don't. The broad gauge trains are, whoa, 120,000. That's some. Oof. That's some leaderage, if I ever heard it. No, let's use this tunnel. Oh, wow, I put it all the way through. Damn. Oh, yeah, I wanted to put a town here with none, tiny. That's not tiny. Talon's down. Okay, that's a cool town name. I'm sticking with it. Buildings. Passengers. Please. Now let's do one, and then we'll configure. First, get rid of that. Then... I think I'm the only person who I've ever, Oh, Groningen, that's right. Is that how you spell it? Groningen. There we go. Groningen, served by the Absurd and Ridiculous Railroad Company. Yeah, then we just want it to come through like so. Hey, I gotta make the fans happy. Okay, how did I want to do this? I wanted to go... No, I need to do this backwards. So I need to go around at the steepest angle. That's correct. Then cross through over the other tracks. Then bridge across, but come down. Bricks. Bricks. Then... we do that. Well, the Winterway Railway is growing at a pretty rapid pace. Not that that's a problem at all. Well, yeah, I mean, I said I would. I gotta... if I say I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it. Unless it's, like, unreasonable, but then I wouldn't have said I was gonna do it. So... I'm lazy. We're not double tracking that. We're doing this. Sometimes it doesn't have to be efficient. There are people who play Transport Fever, and like city building games because they have like a love for efficiency. And I don't think that's playing this game wrong. I would rather have something look good and like feel like it's like an actual like train thing. Because the thing is, back in these times, there were no rules on the train, on the railroads. Like, it was like, can you get the cargo or passengers there and not die, and more importantly, not crash the train? And yes, it was more importantly, don't crash the train, because the railroad company didn't care. They just wanted profit. And if you weren't profitable, you didn't work there. Okay, Winterway Railroad Pax, Maine. We're actually going to need more ridiculous giant trains. So, Winterway to Talents Downs. Okay, Aldale, Talents Downs. Winterway again. Seriously? It's that many stops? No, wait, what are you doing? That's not right. There we go. And that's definitely not right. No, wait, what? No, that was right. Winterway, please, and then instead of coming in on track 3 on the way back, then you do that, and that makes sense. Also, duplicate yourselves, and this should be number 801, not 800. So then, number 2, Winterway Railroad, number 803. Yeah, glad somebody agrees. It's definitely like, I mean, I'm not gonna make it look, you know, so good. Like, I'm not gonna spend like a million hours on some, like, I'm gonna make it look like, you know, good enough, you know, so that it's scenic. But okay, so now this is gonna be a scenic route. Oh man, I'm happy with that. Grannies. That's what the nickname of the town is, and that's how an Australian would nickname the town. Yeah, I agree with that. I've just played through like this game like so many times. It's like I'm just kind of like I kind of learned like I get stressed out when I try to make it like super efficient. So it's like I'll just like I'd rather Bob Ross it now, you know. Like, I gave myself 500 million starting dollars, and like, you know, it's like, it's not, I mean, because, like, I knew, because I played this, this map in Transport Fever 1. Like, this is a Transport Fever 1 map that I went into the mod converter tool, and then I turned it into a Transport Fever 2 map. Because I just liked it so much, because it's so scenic, and the landscape is, like, really challenging, and, like, you know, it's, like, but, like, I knew that if I did it correctly, like, and played, like, quote-unquote fair, we would be in 1940, and we wouldn't be out of the South Haven Railroad, and it's, like, I want to, like, you know, like, do the aesthetic, like, oh, look at the red trains, they're meeting with the green trains at this station, and it's like I like that stuff. I like watching all the trains interact with each other, and like, you know, because I'm a rail fan. Like, that's why I play this. Also, what am I doing with this road? What is happening? What are you doing, Chris? Come on, don't do that. This needs to... Please. What's the thinnest road we have? This? Yes, cool. And then... Boom. Then can we do that? No, we can't. Okay, do that. Then... We will encourage town growth yonder this way. One of the reasons why I also wanted to do, like, the Groningen thing is because I grew up in North Haven, Connecticut, so, like, I get, like, that whole, like, wanting to have your, like, hometown in the, the game sort of deal. What have I done? What is going on here? Okay, you know what? We're gonna do... why is that there? I don't need that. Nobody needs that. We're gonna do... this. And then... we're gonna do... the reverse. Okay, so... Gron, bus, 1. Gron, bus, 2. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, if you're looking to, like, play this game for, like, the challenge, then, yeah, like, 5 million is perfect. You know, that's enough to, like, set up a bus, set up a train, and, like, maybe a goods line. If you know what you're doing. Where are all the buses? Where did they go? Here they are. But, I don't know. I mean, like as I said, like, I'm a rail fan. Like, I'm putting a broad gauge railway that's gonna be obsolete in 1894. Like, you know, I'm not really one to, like... Wait, that's not right. What? What did I just do? That's awful. Don't do that. Be this color. Alright, it's better. Yeah. Like, these tracks are 7 feet apart. Like, that's not gonna... When standard gauge hits, that's not gonna be a thing. I think what I'm gonna do is when these trains are like gone by 10 years, I'm gonna just redo all this track with standard gauge and put the next best thing in. But for now, we get to enjoy 20... Oh wow, 1894 is... we get to enjoy 12 years of massive, oversized fat boys. That happened to be faster than every other thing on the planet of wherever we are right now. Okay, now we need 8 of these, which is totally overkill. But Groningen is going to have the best damn bus service it ever Groningen did. Spring Street. Gron. Bus. 3. Oh, yeah, that would be really cool, actually. I'd... Gron. Bus 4. I mean, whatever is already built is gonna stay that way. What I'm gonna do though is I'm just gonna change the vehicles that are parked there, and that's about it. But yeah, you know, I am... Oh look, there's a bus station right here. I am itching for a train ride. How about you guys? Oh look, there's a nice lady coming to ride the train. But yeah, I mean, eventually, like, I think, like, we won't be done building until, like, post-World War II. And then it's gonna become, like, oh, let's follow this person and see where they're going. You know, like, and I'm gonna be like that until 2040, and then I'm gonna start a new series. And the new series, the one after this, is gonna be really cool. So I'm gonna recreate the model railroad that me and my grandfather built in our basement in Transport Fever. And it's going to basically kind of follow the same rules, except I'm going to be basing it in, like, kind of the Midwest United States with some, like, European engines thrown in. But it's like a combination. We had two layouts. We had an HO and a O gauge. And I'm gonna combine them both and probably have to use, like, a really huge map to get the scale, like, kind of like the Midwest United States. And this layout is in fiction land. This is like Harshdi Groningen? Groningen. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. We're heading for Gronnies right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm notoriously bad at learning new words in other languages. My pronunciation is, like, pretty bad. I've tried to learn words in Russian, like, some German, and, like, Spanish. But I don't have a, my hard palate was damaged by a birth defect, so I can't, like, roll my R's or, like, do stuff like that. So, like, it just makes, like, doing pretty much anything other than, like, British accents, like, impossible. Oh, that's good. Welcome, passengers, to the Winterway Groningen Aldel Limited. This is the only way out of town. There are no roads, so please pay your fare. Tickets have increased from $30 to $40. One way. Because this... You know what's really funny that's gonna happen? One day this is gonna be an Amtrak train. I really think I can do German. If any of them, I could do German. I just, like, don't know anything. Like, because German and English are, like, not that different. A lot of English comes more from German than it does from other languages. Like, we have words from other languages, but our grammar system is relatively similar to the German. That's probably true. I mean, the way I've always thought about that is, like, they're different languages, but it's kind of the same way as, like, Portuguese and Spanish are different languages, where I've heard Portuguese described by a Portuguese guy that Portuguese is Spanish spoken in a broken Russian accent. So if it's anything like that, then yeah, I can see that. Alright, we have entered Winterway County, also known as Siberia. Or northern Maine, depending on who you ask. See, look, this thing is pulling 89 miles per hour. Like, whoever built these broad gauge engines, they knew what they were doing, especially in 1882. I mean, let's be real, it can't be that much weirder than, like, English grammar. For example, buffalo, 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 buffalo. How about that for a sentence? That's a real sentence. Wow, we got quite a few viewers. I bet a bunch of them are bots, but, you know, if you're not a bot, feel free to join the chat. We are chatting. We're just riding along on a broad gauge railroad. So, for the South Haven extension to Winterway that I made the track dual gauge in case of a buyout in the future. Oh, look at this mess. And onward we go. It's okay, Merton Esper will chime in eventually. He's been popping in and out. See, my problem is, like, all the colors are really similar in the chat. So when I see somebody say something, I might think it's somebody else, and I'll reply as if it was that person, and then they'll be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh. Like, last night when you said, oh, you should name it this because that's a real coal mine. I thought Juice said that, and he definitely didn't, but... Oh, yeah, no worries, that's all good. I appreciate the lurkers, because, I'm really trying to get to affiliate, so I can, you know, I don't know how much money Twitch streamers make on the regular, but I stream a lot, so I mean, hopefully I'll make some side stuff with subscribers and all that. Oh my god, I don't like semaphores. Like, I understand they were an important part of railroad history, but I need my electric lights. Like, they need to become electric so they don't clog up. Like, I always get confused. I'm like, who has the green signal? Is it me? Or is it the other guy? Because that's a big difference. Online tutoring. That's really good. Like, I'd want to be a teacher. I want to give, like, private music lessons. Because, like, I think, like, you know, I'd be good at that. Just because, like, I play a few instruments and I do, like, production stuff. And, you know, I know, like, a good deal of, like, harmony and, that sort of business. Alright, we made it. How much money do we have? 137 million. I'd have to say the farm is the weakest link in terms of decoration, but that's okay. They kind of cobbled it together. They were just like, oh, food everywhere. We need to get all the grain up to the, what is this? This is the, Grainman and Sons Sustenance Company. There we go. Alright, see, now the question is, we could do a big build right now. We could connect the plastic up to West Haven. West Haven is already starting to look pretty beefy with all the stuff we've put in. How's Goldenbrook? We didn't put a bus in for Goldenbrook. We just put this truck station, and nobody knows that there's a train coming here. Because they're silly geese in Golden Brook. They're golden geese. Alright, we're doing it. Alright, let's connect this over here in preparation for the bus. Let's put the bus stop in the woods where nobody lives. And be like, hey, if you take the bus here, you could live here too. But nobody else lives there. What do you mean live there too? Somebody lives there. It's probably bears. Farmhouses. That's true. I don't think we have any farmhouses yet. I'm gonna do this bus first, and then we're gonna put the farmhouses. I just downloaded like 1 million assets too. Like I just got like all the asset mods because I was like, after yesterday I was like, oh, like it's really cool what we could do with like what limited stuff we had, but like it would be really sick if we could just like go all out with the decorations. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are not enough bus stops. Oh my god. We need... That's the thing, is like late game. Here's a tip for late game players who might not know this already. So late game, you need a bus stop on like every street corner. Like think of it as like New York City. There's a bus stop on every street corner because people need to go there, and if they walk any distance, they're going to take their car instead of your transport network. So if you want efficiency, that's how you do it. Just transport everything everywhere, and you'll be fine in terms of passengers. Golden Goose Bus 1. I'm actually kind of liking this new system I made for myself with this because I kind of categorize everything a little differently each time. I meant to put one there. Oh well, they can go to the woods. Ooh, where were we? Line 2. Golden Goose gets the purple and pink buses. It's gotta happen eventually. That's okay. GG, bus 2. Yeah, the only phrase I know how to say in German is "Mein Schwanz ist ein Flammenwerfer," and nobody wants that. So, that's where we're at with German. All right, did we do it? Okay, now there's people waiting. What were we doing? Farm. A signal box. Actually, you know what? I've been thinking about doing some rail decorations because we don't, like, I was like, oh, I want to put like signal boxes at like all the major like junction areas, you know, but there's just no spot to put them. Also, we need to smooth the land. There we go. Assets, British signal box. Cool. There we got that. What are you waiting for? What's happening here? Why are you, like, running empty? What's happening? Oh, I guess one of the grain trains is just, like, demolishing. Oh, I don't even know what that says. See, that's already beyond me. Fire buckets. What do these do? We don't need those. Sure, let's put a general railway building. Okay, so now we go into industry. None of these are farmhouses. My problem is I can't, like, these icons, like, all look the same to me. Like, goods factory, Iron ore mine. Farm buildings and items. Oh, this is like a cesspit where they put all like the dead cows and gross things. So we'll put this here. Then we'll... Where's the water? Oh my god, this will be really funny if we could do this. Here we go. No. Water. Ah! Oh god, that's not what I want. I don't want a Zeppelin. Okay, I guess that's not happening. Farm, please. Barn! Yay! No, that's a cesspit. Oh, big barn. Okay. Where's the cows? Yeah, that's a good idea. I got some steam tractors hanging around. But here, we'll do this. We'll make this a little smaller so it's not ridiculous. Put this here. Get rid of the trees that are clipping through. Go in here. Oh god, where are the stupid tractors? Oh my god. There we go. Then we'll put this one. This guy didn't park very well. Then we'll do 2. We'll put one more here in the woods. He was just like, nah, I don't need to bring it back. They know what I'm doing. Barn 1, what's this? It's very similar to the other barn. Let's do size 50. This will be a hay barn. Hey. Oh, can I do... Oh, this will be so cool if I could do this. Oh, it's gonna collide. Damn. Okay. It's gonna try to put it on the tractor. Put it next to the tractor. Oh, that's colliding for some reason. Isn't this how everyone wanted to spend their day watching me plant hay bales? And no, there's unfortunately no like fields or plows or anything like that. Wait, that's a small one? Oh. Okay, big silo. There we go. Let's do one here. Let's do a slightly smaller one here. One there. And we got Integrity Farms. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, that's funny. I cracked myself up. Trough. We need it for the cowman. That could work. I do want to continue construction on this, because once we get this hub working, then, like, I want to, like, lightly decorate, make things look kind of nice, and then when the layout is done, then we go deep. You know what I mean? So, I think next is oil and plastic, and then we're gonna bring the plastic across the river, up under the bridge, out, tunnel out here, and in, right? Okay, so track 4 currently does not have anything on it. Not broad gauge. No more broad gauge. We had our fun. So we come up. Let's go on the flats. Why? Yeah, I'll put those silos in a moment. I'm just like, I'm getting into like mega focus mode. Oh, mama. No, it's not gonna work. Unless it will. Hey. Not bad, but that means we're just gonna be able to do one giant plastic train and nothing else. Oh, wrong. Okay. Down you go. Wow, that's actually too low. Is it? No. Do it like that, then... Oh, risky. Yeah, I mean, we'll be in the vicinity once we, like, bring this back over. Ooh, but how do we make this? So oil comes past here to refinery, comes back to plastic. So 2 tracks, 320 meters, because these trains are going to be big. And then... boom. And then across here. Oh, what's going on? Why the blockage? Oh no, it's okay. Here's how we'll do the 2 trains. So because this is going to be the only thing running on this line, we can double track it up through the tunnel. We're going to do another one of those backwards things, and then we junction the tunnel, which is awful, so if this guy has to wait in here, it's not going to be fun for anybody. Alright, let's put the things down. Then, alright, what was it? Silo, and then where do these go? Orange plastics, yeah. Let's put one there. One here. Let's put one over here. Oh, behind the boilers. Which way is the front and which way is the back? That's the front because there's a door. So, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, now we need... Should we do the terminus? I don't like the terminus stations as much as the side ones. Oh, that's cutting it real close there, Slick. Okay. Yeah, it does look good. I'm glad, like, I actually, like, was able to figure it out this time. But wouldn't it be more efficient if you just tunneled through the mountain? Yeah. Yeah, it would be. Okay, now we can do a terminus. Oh, man, this is gonna be... interesting. Oh, nope, no terminus. Not today. No. No, it's alright. I just, like, I'm unfamiliar with the finer, points of, like, steel mill operation. I also forgot to double track this. No. What is that? No. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Train knowledge does come slightly in handy with this game, but it doesn't always, because you're like, oh, but a train can do this in real life, like uncouple the cars, and it's like, no, you can't do that in this game. Don't you know when you build a train, it can never, like it comes, like, with all of the cars it's going to pull until it goes to the scrapyard in the sky? Okay, I think we got it. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, let's check it. Always check your work. Okay. Boom. Boom. This is going to be South Haven Railroad. Oil. Refined.
What's this? This is someone's Canyon CV bus. Then South Haven Railroad, refine plastic. And new line. Oh, wrong station. And then South Haven Railroad, plastic, steel. Okay, so if you come on out here, connect up there, so it's connected to the route, and then do one of these, double slip, please and thank you. I'm probably going to kick myself for that in a minute, but alright, oil. This train is good for it. We want over 100. Then, yeah, there's no craziness on this route, so that's fine. This is number 2827, 2828. Oh, I should have duplicated those. Oh well. Then for the plastic train, we do need the strongest thing we have to get up that hill, which is 2 of these. All right, let's take it for a ride. See how they do the scenery. I'm actually probably gonna sign off soon because I gotta eat dinner. But I'm going to be on another stream later. I'm going to be on Andy and Leon Plays Resident Evil 8. So if you're into that,
game, you definitely should check out that stream. And it's going to be playing on my channel, so it's going to be lots of fun, lots of cool stuff. Nope, it's going the wrong way. What the fuck? No path. Of course no path. Where do you even think you're going? Go that way. There we go. Oh, nice. Alright, there's already way too much oil than we can't even carry it all, so I knew that was gonna happen. It honestly doesn't matter what the capacity is. Like, the mod I have on here that boosts the industry development is just like too much. Oh, also, let's, did we signal this? Yeah. Alright, what are we doing? Now I need to make sure that all the oil trains are, like, doing what they're supposed to do. First oil train's on the map, though. Look at all this activity. The only place I'm not gonna decorate is the hubs, because those are gonna get so clogged up with trains that if I put immovable assets in there, it's gonna clog it up and it's just not gonna work. So I'm gonna probably just decorate like the like places like this, like the steel mills and like the factories and all that. So many consolidations. They really are the workhorse of the freight sector right now. They will be for a long time before we get something that can really, like, compare. Oh, there goes the water tram. Going to deliver the water to all the thirsty steel workers. Oh, 1 million a pop. Nice. Wow, you can just see like so many trains in the distance. Alright, let's see. How are we doing over here? Yep, you got 105 oil on board. This line is like kind of like a short branch, so it's like not really gonna... Yeah. Oh, wait, now we're delivering plastic and steel to the goods factory. So, the East Haven Railroad is coming. You know, I think, yeah, I think we'll, take a ride on board this guy. And then we'll call it, because, I gotta eat dinner before the next stream. But if anyone is interested, the Andy and Leon plays me and Delrus7 all kind of play games together. And we actually, me and Delrus, just my buddy Sam just made a YouTube channel called the Blueberry Boys. And we're going to be posting all of these clips kind of in episodes, like trimmed down so they're not all 3 hours long. And so if you eventually, maybe not like in the near... Oh, look at that coal mine. Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Sorry, what was I saying? So if you like what you see, and you want to like, oh, how's Fallout New Vegas going? I couldn't catch that stream. Right now, you can check it on my YouTube, which is linked in the, on my channel. And also, it's soon going to be on the Blueberry Boys YouTube channel, which currently doesn't have anything on it, but the channel exists. Blueberry Boys, it's just a funny name, so we picked it. Alright, we got our first returner in the oil line. I can almost guarantee you this is going to be the first line that gets dieselized. Because oil. But Steam is going to last for a long time, so we're doing a year an episode. So we're spending like 3 hours per year. Which is how I like to do this. So this series is going to be very long. When we hit 1982, that's like 100 episodes from now. So this is going to be a real long series. We're gonna be building for a long time. I expect like the entire first hub will be done by the 1890s, and you know, so we'll, like, I like to just have some time to, like, experience the time period, you know what I mean? Like, take it slow, like, it's not a race. And a lot of people will just play, like, we gotta make as much money as possible as fast, and it's like, I already have, like, hundreds of millions, like, you don't need that much. Alright, well, with that, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Nick McCauley 48th, and who was the other guy? Merton Esper, and all the people who commented in the chat. And thanks to Juice for lurking and moderating. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, we will see you probably tomorrow, because I don't think anything's scheduled, because Delris is away. And with this fabulous view of the trains, I bid you all farewell.